Okay. Sorry about that. Had to go eat some food. Yeah, we need food. Had to go eat. And we're back and we're gonna do a little bit more grinding, and then we're gonna move a bike out of the way so I can use the drill press. And we gotta drill some holes in these 4 brackets. But this one is good because we don't have to go buy a 20-footer. We were able to weld a little sliver onto it. And like I was saying, there's no OSHA welding inspectors coming to a barn site to make sure you're not skimping on materials. Hot enough to know it's still kind of warm, but this is the idea. We welded a little sliver on this one, so it's 2.5 wide. I got to come in there and make that look a little better, and then we're gonna buzz this one a little bit and flatten it out. This one's okay. No one's going to see that. It's going to be back behind on the beam. So we're going to be okay. Yeah, we got to drill these in just a second, but I got to finish grinding this one because that's what you have to do when you skimp on materials. All right. Yeah. No one will see. It's all right. Mark some holes. And man, not much light over here. That's better. All right, I think we're done grinding for a minute on these. We got to move one bike so we can get to the drill press. Oh, good. Some people back. Might have to move two bikes, actually. Whew. Yeah, actually, we have to move two bikes. That's great. All right, let's center punch these up and go from there. Okay, this should be interesting. It's going to drill right through the weld. It should be, we can look in there and see the weld. Okay, maybe this is a good one. We'll see. All right. See if we can just kind of grab these and see what's happening. Scoot you guys over here a little. Yeah, I guess you can see something. I decided to drill these a smaller size at first, and then I think I'll put it in the vise and use the hand drill. It started to catch really bad, so we're gonna drill them with a smaller hole first. See if anybody's here. smaller holes first. Okay, one more. One more to go. I just broke a drill bit. Damn it. I could feel it kind of catching. It happens. I broke a drill bit. A drill bit. B-I-T. It happens. It happens. Yeah. Hey, that's kind of hot. Woo. Well, it's always on the last hole, you know. Let's keep going here. Maybe we can drill these last two and go from there. Okay. Now we're going to put a 5/16 drill bit in. And I think I'm just going to put these in the vise and drill through with the hand drill. We'll see. We'll see. See if it has enough oomph. Or not. That's where that. That's the good one. And we might have to go and buy a new drill bit. All right, let's try this one we welded first, since we're trying to fool people. That drill, it went right through the weld. That's not the one it broke on, though. But no one's ever going to see that. It's going to be painted black. It would take a pretty serious eye to see that. Damn it. Okay, now a 1/4-inch timber lock will go through here. I'm going to deburr these a little bit too, but that is much safer to do it that way instead of the drill press is great, but unless you're clamping it down or you have a really good drill bit, it's kind of dicey holding a piece of angle like that. But we'll put some oil on that drill bit. I want to save it, but that's the idea. That's one down, 3 to go. Okay, we're done with that oily mess. Now we're going to use this and chamfer them a little. Okay. A little inside deburring on the L, and we're going to paint them. I'll probably won't bore you with that part. Okay. We have 4 brackets. That's good. Yeah, these are ready to paint. And like I said, I don't think anyone's ever going to notice that has a welded piece on it. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, and it actually didn't really cut right through the weld. The weld's actually up in there. Interesting. I think we're going to be fine. All right, those are ready for paint. And let's jump on cutting the stock for these big ones. Now, on these big ones, I know I'm going to have to cut at least one 6-inch piece with this saw. All right, let's put it in here. If I was smart, I'd drill the holes first. Yeah. I think I'm going to drill some small holes in all these pieces first as a bigger piece of stock. Yeah, that sounds like a winner. Let's do that. Yeah. It's easier to handle with this when it's a big piece of steel in the drill press. You start, grabbing little things and drilling it. That's when you break drill bits. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, now we'll cut that off. Some of the hard parts done. And I'll probably make a little cardboard template. So these are kind of even on all of them. We'll see. Oh, I'm over here now. Easy. Easy. Hey, yeah, I made the 4, and now I'm working on these 2 6-inch by 4 angles. I'm working off of these precise engineered drawings. Anyway, these are done. These are done, and I'm making these right now. It should take about the same amount of time because I don't have any 6-inch angle. I have to make my own 6-inch angle by welding these together. Now I think we're going to drill this 5/16 in the vise, and then I'm going to use a piece of paper or cardboard and make a template so these holes will all be kind of roughly the same. So let's drill this to 5/16 real quick because we can. The reason I'm drilling to 5/16 is the timber locks that go through these are they're 1/4 inch, and I just want to make sure that a 1/4 inch timber lock will just zing right through there. Should we put my ears on? Probably should. Yeah, I think we'll make a little template with some cardboard, or I could just set this on there and mark it. Huh. See how that works. You know, I'm thinking about saving this big plate and just cutting a bunch of this up. Yeah, I'm going to save this plate. And we've already got this other stuff in the saw. Something tells me to save that bigger plate. Yeah, let's save that big chunk of 6-inch. I mean, I might need a chunk of 6 inch, you know. I won't have it. All right, so we know these are. We're gonna cut it out of this 4x plate. So we'll. Yeah, I think I got this pretty much set how I want it. We'll cut it at 6 inches, and then we'll just lay that other one on top and make the marks that way. Oh, you know what? Let's drill the small holes right now. While it's still a big plate I can hold. Yeah, let's use our brains. Yeah, now we'll just drill that all at once. We laid that on top, and that way we can hold the plate. Let's center pin it real quick. I'm tempted to center pin it right on the saw, but we don't do stuff like that. We'll bring it over to the bench. We'll bring it over here. Okay, wasn't that easier? When you can hold a long piece like that, you're much better off, you know, clamping little tiny pieces to stuff. Or in I have a little mini clamp, that a drill press clamp I use, but these are kind of big for that. So when you get to these small little bitty pieces, it's good to kind of drill the holes first, then cut them out. Yeah. Because holding this with your hand, I'm sure you can do it, but man, if it lets go and spins around, zooms across the shop and hits some bikes or something, that would be devastating. So drill the holes first. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 cuts, and then we're going to weld these together in a little jig out of 45, and these will be done. It'll be 2. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. Where's the saw? Oh, it's over there. Good. Don't really need these for this saw. It's kind of cool. Quieter. Easy. Okay, that's easy. So we got these done. These four are done. Even though I had to weld this together, so I didn't have to go buy another 20-footer. These are D-bird and 2.5 wide by 4-inch angle. Yeah, these are ready for paint. Yeah, I could multitask here while that's sawing and drill this other one to 5/16, but I'm a little worried about the saw blade catching. I do have another blade, but I'm a little worried about this catching and breaking the blade. I'd rather keep an eye on it. It's not worth my time to run over there and drill those holes. I could, but just want to try to conserve the blade. I already broke a drill bit today, so I don't want to be on a roll. Well, I do want to be on a roll, but not that kind of drill bit blade breaking roll. Here's a 1/4-inch timber lock. Let's make sure this goes through. Oh, that's right. This is actually a 5/16 timber lock. I don't think I have one to test. Oh, here's one. Yeah, they're going to use these. Maybe a little longer, but that's what they're going to use in this bracket. And no problem. Wing, 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 wing. Yeah, that'll look nice once this is all painted black, too. Okay, that's good to know. And I don't think the 1/4-inch timber lock will go through. I don't think it'll go through the first set of holes. It might. Oh, it does. But you know what? I want a little slop. I want him to be able to kind of position the bracket, against I want him to be able to straighten the bracket a little bit. So I'm still going to drill these. Oh, this is 5/16. Right. Right. It's those first holes. Those first holes it won't go through. But this is already drilled to 5/16. So there's a little play there. That's good. It'll look fine. I had to check myself there for a minute. Okay, we could just multitask. Let's do it. I think the blade's working pretty good. Let's deburr those holes. Okay, those are nice and deburred. That's good. I still gotta run the grinder along the edge here. Should be fine. Okay, there it goes. It's going. Woohoo! Okay, now we'll do some real multitasking now. These are for woodworking, but I use them for all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's the idea. Something like that. We're just gonna. I don't think I'm gonna put a bead in there. I'm just gonna put a super thick bead, tack at each end, and just lay down some nickels. I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not gonna do anything there. Yeah, it'll be fine. And we'll put a clamp on this other end too. We'll tack it. Yeah, it'll be okay. That's what's happening there. Okay, so this is about to pop off too. We're doing good. Okay, so when this pops off, we'll drill that one 5/16 and camper it. But first, we'll set the other one up to cut. So we're trying to like super multitask. And the reason these have to be done, they have to be done by tomorrow morning. I took the job. They said, we'll give you the job. They got to be done tomorrow morning. So here I am by the seat of my pants. They'll be done. All I got to do is weld these two and paint the rest. If I can't weld these two and paint the rest by tomorrow morning, then, I need to go get some help up here. Okay. Easy. Okay, let's do some multitasking here. Squeak. Yeah, I think we should be okay. I think we're okay there. I'll put the other clamp on it anyway, though. And the lumber this is going on isn't exactly. It's like a porch overhang. It's not. It's basically built like a barn. I don't think there's going to be any inspectors running around with X-ray vision. I hope not. Otherwise, you'll see that bracket I made instead of going to get the 20-footer. Come on now, we got stuff to do. Got stuff to do, little saw. Yeah, you can only multitask so much without run the risk of breaking a blade or getting hurt or something. like I say, this has to be done by tomorrow morning. So they have to be painted tonight, so they'll be dry. It's really hot right now, so I'm not worried about it being dry. I just want to get it done. You know, I'd like to get some money. I should make about 13 cents on this video, so I'll be coming up. You can kind of hear the pitch when it's about to go. You can kind of hear it like starting to sing, and then it'll be cut through. Oh, hey, what's up, AZ Sting? Oh yeah, that's the first bike I sold. That man, I should have kept that thing. Oh, you talking about the Bicentennial Stingray? Oh, you like the video? Yeah. Look on Facebook, man. There's this Bicentennial Stingray that I sold a while back. You know how Facebook says, "Hey, do you want to post this memory?" It's kind of a sad memory because it was a Bicentennial Stingray, kind of like the one you have, and I really should have kept it, dude. That was yeah, definitely should have kept that one. How's the it's a beater Bicentennial. It wasn't. It's just I should have kept it because they're hard to find nowadays. How's the project? I saw a little bit of some goofy action where the bike was dancing or something. How did you do that? Was that like clay animation or something? Clay animation. Anyway, I got to drill this last one and then I can talk to people. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. We are officially done with these items. Now I've got to weld it together. Thank goodness. Because it's getting hot out here. Whew, man. It's like 78 degrees out here. I know it's probably 103 in Arizona. I'm remaking my childhood Stingray coaster lowrider. Awesome. I saw the one for your brother, or in memory of your brother, I guess. That's the black coaster brake, or is that the Stingray that you're working on? I just seen the one, but I guess you are working on two. What is going on with this thing? This is the most uncomfortable apron in the world. But at least I have a Schwinn emblem here, so that's good. At least I'm styling. And working on the custom. Oh, right, there was two. Yeah. I decided to take your advice on the copper tone tape. If you saw the live feed, I don't know if you did. I think you were on there. I decided to save that copper tone tape for the ram's horn bars and the copper tone frame and fork, which is up there. Um, just because when am I going to find some copper tone tape? Also, did they make a copper tone ram's horn? Because I might be messing up big time. Tell me, oh great Sting. Uh, that one, but I made a mistake as originally a 68 3-speed using the 36 tooth. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, because you can't use the little tooth. Oh, I guess you could, yeah. But it was a smaller wing. It was a smaller chain guard. So yes, they did make a copper tone ram's horn. I thought they did. It's the black one people really want. They want that black, the black one. If I was smart, I would powder coat that thing black, but I don't know. Original paint, copper tone. It's a little scratched up. The bars aren't perfect. Just be a rider ram's horn, you know. It'd be cool. Anyway, I gotta hook these up. Give me a second. I gotta get this rolling. This has to be done soon. Okay, I think we can just. That looks pretty good. I'm not going to put a bead in here. I'm just going to put three tacks here. Then I don't want to burn these wood clamps up. These are for wood, and I make a lot of frames with my wife's work, so I don't want to burn these up. But I think I'll tack here, tack there, middle tack, and then connect it, and then take these. Try not to weld near these, but I'm going to do this one real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. Man, it's getting hot out here, man. It's probably about 60 degrees and cloudy in Arizona. Oh man, we need to rewire this shop. It's so difficult to use stuff out here on an extension cord. The entire shop ran on 2 extension cords, including the welder. I mean, it'd be nice to have my electrician buddy come and rewire this place. He said he was going to come and do it. You know who you are. Okay, this is ready for some extreme tacking. Put some of this junk away. Don't want to burn up my stuff. All right, we got to tack this real quick, and then I'll get back. Cooling front hit us for a while, then we warm up again. Yeah, 78. It's about that here, huh? It was really hot yesterday. I'm not looking forward to. If spring is this hot, I'm not looking forward to welding out here in the summer. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to a lot of things. Anyway, let me tack this up, and then we'll set the next one up, and then I'll talk to you guys. Okay, watch your eyes now. I'm glad it doesn't work that way. Uh-oh. Woo. Close one. Yeah, I didn't clean the metal very well, and sometimes when you don't clean the metal on this particular welder, it's very old and worn, and you'll bird nest the wire in there. No, I got. There's a smoke alarm. Yeah, it's over there in the corner. You just don't see it. Dude, that thing would be going off constantly. Yeah, stacking some nickels. It's good. Almost done, guys and girls. Woo. Close one. Yeah, that was close. I almost bird nested. You don't want to know what bird nesting is. I might have to show you later. Okay. All right. It's not bad. Well, stacking some nickels. It's not the greatest weld. If the welder was running on 220, it would be better. So now I didn't want to get close to these aluminum clamps because they're for woodworking. And we're going to take this apart and then weld those little end pieces. Hey, those are hot. Hey, those are really hot. Now, there is a clamp I'll show you for welding. I just don't like to use it, and I'll tell you why. You can use these. They're magnets, and I'll show you. I got a couple of them. You put them on the ends. I'm just showing you in the middle right here so you can see, but you put them on the end, and then you tack it. But the problem is the weld does some crazy stuff near magnets. It's like taking a magnet and walking towards an old TV screen. You know, the weld just, it does non-weldy stuff. And if you forget and leave them on and try to weld, which I usually do, they're okay. You just tack it really quick, and it's not a really good tack because the magnet is messing with it. So yeah, it does hold it pretty well. I just, for some reason, I just don't like to use them very much. In fact, a friend of mine said, when you're not using these, put them way across the shop. Which I do. They're on top of my 10-ton press there. Yeah, they're far away. Yeah, let's read some comments. OSHA approved. I'm not going to get a smoke detector in here. It'd be going off all the time, dude. Although it probably is OSHA. Uh, oh, my first live feed I finally get to see. Her prior ones were hard to get. Oh, the tickets. Yeah. Yeah. I wish. Someone did donate $10 though. Uh, I was that was impressive. That could buy a couple of inner tubes or a tub of grease or something, or a couple chicken tamales or something. Okay, that one, I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and do the other one and then finish the ends, finish them all, but I'm not gonna weld in between there. I really think that it's strong enough. I could put a bead here maybe, on the edge. I think I'm gonna leave that clean. We'll hit it with the sledgehammer several times and see how it reacts, but you'd be surprised what a decent MIG welder is capable of. I think I will put a little dollop on each edge there just to make it look better. Okay, so let's finish. Let's start the other one. Let that one cool down a little. Wow, those are hot. Those are hot. Okay, these go to the inside. These go to the inside. Pretty good. See if it's burning hot or not. Okay, that looks fairly even. Yeah, we'll go for that. All right, let's tack this one up, and then we'll see what you guys are talking about. I saw that late feed before I went to bed. The last feed, yeah. I've just been doing some impromptu ones lately. It's just what I do, and but definitely Saturdays are a go. 6:30 Eastern. I will be kind of sticking to that. Seems like people are. It seems to be a good time. It's kind of dinner time on the West Coast. Well, it's before dinner time on the West Coast, but seems to be seems to be a good time. If you guys have a better idea of when to do it, that would help everyone. But see, I don't want to be up too late. I come out here at 6:30 after a quick dinner Saturday night, you know. Uh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tack this up and then we'll see what you guys are talking about. Think of a good time for everyone. Not bad. Got a little splattery at the end. Maybe some kind of contamination in there. I got to take it out of these, tack those ends, cut a little bit in that middle area. I'm debating whether to put a bead in there. It's so clean without it. I'm really debating whether to do that or not. It would be stronger. I'm going to have to think about that one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm debating to put a bead on that also. I think I will probably. It'd be the thing to do. A bead on both sides of that would be pretty strong. I don't want to have any problems. I don't think anybody's going to be jumping on the roof. Maybe Santa Claus will come and jump on their roof and break it. I don't know. Okay. Tell you what, this is one heck of a Simpson hurricane tie. It came to the right guy. Woo, close one. Okay. It's going to bug me if I don't weld that other side. I'm definitely going to weld that other side. We have standards here. I'm going to grind up those welds so it's nice and clean and it gets contact when I flip it over to weld the other side. Okay, almost there. We are going to put a bead. We are going to put a bead on the inside. Yes, I am still helping when they actually pay me. Yeah, I still do some of the construction, but right now, if you look back on the videos, we're working on this gallery. There's a gallery in Weaverville. It used to be an old honey place, and we're converting it into an art gallery. And I get to have a booth there too. That was part of the deal for my furniture. And I think my wife's going to come in there too. We'd be silly not to. It's right in downtown. And so they're, they're a little bit behind on making it right for me, but I can see what's happening. These brackets are for someone's porch that's built onto it's not quite a barn. It kind of looks like a barn. But yeah, I'm still doing a lot of brackets on the barn thing. And I think the next thing about the gallery is there's going to be a wine bar in there, and they want me to make the wine bar look like it has barrel hoops on it. And that should be interesting. My truck I can't get a 20-footer of flat steel. They want them full length, and I keep telling them that the barrels are, they're lapped together with the barrel hoops and rivets. People that made barrels back in the old days. I don't know how they do it nowadays, but back in the old days, to have a cooper, a barrel person, he'd get it all ready and lap it over and put rivets in there in the metal part, and then they steam it. Or I'm not a barrel maker, but the rings around the barrels are kind of shaped with a little, a pointy part, and it's riveted over the other one. And I keep telling them, look, we don't need to get 20-footers. We can just get 8s and 12s and rivet it over and make it look like a barrel. A wine barrel has rivets on the hoop. So don't listen to me. I don't know anything. But yeah, I'm still doing stuff. Still working. Yeah, where you're bringing in the lumber. Yeah, that was a heavy load. I think I overloaded the truck that one day pretty badly. The first load was pretty rough. I was afraid to even put that on the video. Get my ticket in the mail, from the highway patrol. Second load was pretty good. First load was kind of rough. But yeah, a lot of that got planed into the siding. I mean, we're doing it on the cheap. We're milling our own lumber for that gallery. And the oak boards are going to be for the shelves behind the wine bar, and the trim on the booths of various artists is going to be red oak or some kind of oak, and I've already made that. So yeah, they need to step up on the actual payment plan here, and I'll go back to work. Everybody's in a lurch right now. Everybody's just trying to make it. So am I. Buy a bike. Okay. I didn't want to put a bead on the middle part of this, but I'm thinking I better just do it right. Maybe just a nice quick one, not all splattery, just a little line. That way it's there. And when I hit it with this giant sledgehammer to test it, I'll feel better about it. Or maybe I won't even hit it with the sledgehammer. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, you guys ready for this? It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. You guys are going to love it. Watch your eyes, okay? And away we go. All right, we put some fat beads in there. I said I was only going to make a line across there, but it looked terrible. I can always tell when the welder's messing up a little bit. The AC unit is kicked. I'm going to see if the AC is on in the house. Yeah, the AC unit kicked on, which took some of my power out. Like I said, the entire shop's run on 2 really thick extension cords. When the AC unit comes on, the welder starts to splatter, and I can either stop and wait for the house to cool in between its cycle, or I can keep going and deal with it. And this time I decided just to keep going because that was the last weld. And now we're going to paint these and we're going to be done and they're going to be ready for tomorrow. So this is what we got. This is the edge that no one sees. And this is the edge you will see. It looks good enough for what we're doing. I'm just going to clean that up a little bit and paint it satin black if I have any. And same with this. This has to be ground because it goes into a corner, but this stays in the open. It'll be okay. It's a nice fat weld. We could hit this with a sledgehammer and see what happens. I doubt anything's going to happen though. Yeah, we said we were going to hit it with a sledge, and we will. You guys ready? I test my products. That's still square. Let's check it with the magnet square. Oh yeah, no problem with that. Yeah. I really doubt that's going to break under load. You'd be surprised. I once, we were doing something. We welded, my friend tack welded he just tack welded a pedal onto some cranks because he didn't want to replace the cranks. And then when I finally got to it, years later, I found a pair of cruiser cranks for a Schwinn. And I was like, hey, I got those cranks. They're even dated the same date. And he brought it over. And man, we had to cut that. We had to cut that pedal off. We kept grinding the tack and heating it and beating it, to get we wanted to try to kind of save the pedal a little bit or save something. And you'd be surprised what a MIG welder is capable of when you really get the penetration. There was no getting that off. Yeah. Yeah. I'd guarantee it. What? I got another 30 years, maybe. I'll give him 31 years. How about that? Well, it's tested. We tested it. It's not going anywhere. All right. You know what? Just a little cleanup on these, and these other ones are ready to paint. If I can get these cleaned up, I'll probably shut you guys off. You don't want to see me paint. I'm not going to paint in here anyway with all these bikes around. It's bad enough welding and grinding near the collection. It's bad enough. Let's clean them up. Yep. Let's figure it out. We're done with this welder. Put this thing away now. Yay. Okay. A little cleaning up. Oh, yeah. All right. It's official. We're going to wait for those to cool. And then we're going to spray them. Let's see if we got some paint. We'll go over here and dig around. I know you guys love that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little deodorant. Oh, yeah, we got some semi-gloss satin. We'll fix it up. We can't spray those as red hot. If you spray those right now, the paint will just bubble. But I can bring those 4 I made out, and we'll spray those. These turned out good. And like I said earlier, I had to weld a little strip on this one so I wouldn't have to go buy a 20-footer. I had enough for 3. And I welded all the scrap together, and so I could put it in the saw, because you can't grip this little stuff in the saw. It has to be at least that wide. So I tacked them all up. I cut them all up, and then I just welded this little drop on here to make that 2.5. And no one's going to know I'm going to paint it. Only you'll tell them. So it's going to probably be stronger than one of these other ones. And we're just going to spray it up like nothing ever happened. I refuse to drive an hour and spend $200 for a job that is going to pay me $200. So, yeah, we're going to use what we have. Yeah. Okay, so let's set these up somewhere. I guess I'll clean up a little bit. We're done with this saw. We're done with the grinder. Let's do some cleaning up, and I can still talk to you a little bit. And then we got to go paint, and then you guys will be out of the loop on that one. It's kind of tough working out here sometimes. You know, the whole bike thing, welding, drilling, grinding, woodworking. It's the shop is 30 by 40, and it's packed with stuff. And the electrical system, like I said, is much to be desired. So let's do a little cleaning up. Yeah, here's like I took one of these, and I took one of those and just welded it on. I'll tell you what, I was multitasking a few minutes ago. You missed that one. Okay, let's put this saw away, and then we'll sweep up a little and see what's happening. Okay, we got to sweep up all these chips so I can put bikes back in there. It's great fun. Great fun. I think I'll spare you guys the sweeping up and stuff. Yeah, I got to do it. Yeah, there's no way I was going to go buy a 20-footer and spend $200. You know, what would have happened is I would have said, oh, I don't have any of that stuff. I need to go buy a 20-footer. And the guy I work for would have been fine with it. It's the people he's doing the job for. Instead of $200, it would have been $400. And they would have been like, oh, we'll just do something else then. We'll get some galvanized Simpson ties or something really cheesy. So I don't, I wouldn't have got the job, and I knew I wouldn't have got it. So I had to come up with something. I would have welded that 1/4-inch plate together to make an angle if I had to, but I had enough. Just had to tweak it a little bit, had to fudge it a little bit. I don't think anybody's going to know. Okay, we're almost ready to put some bikes back here. It's not perfect. I need to vacuum. Definitely need to vacuum, but for now, we'll sweep up some of this stuff. Yeah, I was watching this live feed and the guy was sweeping. Wasn't doing anything. All right. I saw something on the news the other night about this lady. Let me bring these bikes in. Here's one right here. She live feeded. She live streamed her life for like 4 years, like every waking moment. Every moment, brushing her teeth. I mean, there must have been some private moment she omitted out of there, but still. And people actually went for it. I mean, at least I'm trying to teach people stuff. I'm not going to be brushing my teeth on the live feed, I mean, everything, cooking dinner, playing with her cat, whatever she was doing. Wow. I wonder how that did on her views. Anyway, this is how you make brackets and how you skimp on not buying a 20-footer. All right, let's bring these other bikes in. They got to come in. They're out there baking away. Yeah, pretty rough when you got to rearrange your whole shop to weld and use the drill press, but you got to do it. It has to be done. And these folks were like, look, if you can't make these brackets, then don't do it. They have to be done tomorrow morning. They're going to be there. But another part of me was like, fine, find somebody else. Like, what? Who's going to do this? You know, who's going to make those brackets overnight? Who else do you have in mind? Is there someone like me? Maybe. I don't know. It's like, go get someone else. Not that I'm, all that, but is there somebody else that I don't know about that's going to make these brackets in 7 hours? I know there is people that like the daily events. Yeah, I mean, at least I'm trying to teach somebody something, how to weld improperly, how not to install a smoke alarm in your shop, stuff like that. It's good. Oh, wasp. Uh-oh, there's a wasp in here. There's a wasp. Ah! Maybe you guys love to watch me run from wasps. That's good. Yeah, it's just a little wasp. Yeah, have you ever been stung on the forehead? It didn't seem like a little wasp then. Okay, we are doing good. Thing is, there's way too many bikes up here right now. That's the problem. This shop's good for about 5 or 6, and you can still work. But I've been doing the live feeds, and I've been having a lot of bikes up here during that time. So it's when you get to be more than 5 or 6 bikes in this row, then you have to deal with life, and it's kind of a bummer. There we go. Back to normal. I'd say we did pretty good. We got to paint these up. I'm going to not bore you guys with that. Thanks for tuning in. I know it was an impromptu feed. And thanks for talking to me, AZ Sting. It's good to talk to somebody you know. And check out that Bicentennial on Facebook. I really wish I would have kept it, man. I really wish I did. I remember when I sold it, I wasn't really, oh, they're living up there. That's the problem. I wasn't really strapped for cash. So I could have just kept it. Yeah, dude, go away. Look, he's up here. Hey, hi. Say hello to the live feed. He didn't like that. Okay, I don't really want to kill that wasp. He needs to go and eat little critters. Anyway, bye for now, and thanks for tuning in. And we will see you at 6:30 Eastern on Saturday. And I expect somebody to chip in another $10. Yeah. Have a good one, folks. See you later. How do we do this? Wow, 2 hours is pretty good.